Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green, and the AFC Wimbledon Wimbly Womblys are in Europe. Well, we're actually in Wimbledon, but we're playing a team from outside of England because we are in the Euro League, ladies and gentlemen. Who could have imagined this when we were in League Two, that one day Martin Tyler and Alan Smith would be providing commentary for a Euro League game at Wimbly Lane, right across the street from Plough Lane in Wimbledon. So, by the way, quick update on the squad. We're starting John Green and John Green. We want to win the Euro League. We're not afraid to say it. And look at his beautiful ginger mop. And then in the back we've got what's his name? That's Amora. And I believe Di Michelis is starting back there as well. Callum Kennedy, who I met in real life recently. Speaking of which, that's what today's video is about. By the way, do you notice the guy, their captain is just named Danny? Doesn't seem like a sufficient name for a human being. Like Madonna, Cher, Sting, and Danny. let's see where Danny's starting for Zenit St. Petersburg. Should I be scared of him? Is he going to be their best player? There he is. They've got the Hulk and Danny. Those are their two starting forwards. Danny and the Hulk. It's like it's great. This is classic. I'm a little bit intimidated. I didn't know we were going to have to play against both the Hulk and Danny. But I recently went to an actual AFC Wimbledon game, and I have to say it was among the highlights of my entire life. I cannot remember ever having so much fun. I'm so grateful to everyone at AFC Wimbledon. First off, they really do know about us. In fact, there were some guys after the game who chanted my name. They sang John Green, John Green, John Green. But so many people from the club came up to us, said they enjoy the Wimbly Wombly videos, that they love Nerdviteria, and just expressed their gratitude for the fact that even the ones who were a little confused by it, and that was certainly some people, really were very genuinely grateful for our support. They have a beautiful ginger on their team. I wonder if that's Danny. So yeah, it was really cool to meet so many of the people who founded the club, to see Seb Brown's, the actual gloves that the actual Seb Brown wore when he saved 2 penalties against Luton Town to send Wimbledon back into the Football League and make this whole thing possible. We're getting outplayed by Zenit St. Petersburg. No two ways about it. It's almost like we're the 17th best team in the Premier League, and they're the best team in Russia. But that's, you know what, that was pretty good defense, and then Seb Brown just Seb Browned it, as he likes to do. And now we find ourselves defending a corner kick. Ball John Green's going to get in there. He's a big, strong lad. Not afraid to do some corner kick defending. Uh-oh. Yeah, Ball John Green got out on the ball beautifully. But everything worked out better than expected. So it was an absolutely magical night to see Liverpool Football Club, the team that I've supported for so long, playing against a team that had DFTBA on their shorts. That's not something I could have ever imagined happening to me in my life, and it was really just so special. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude to everybody who watches these videos and has like made the Wimbly Womblys real, and in the process made it possible for us to support AFC Wimbledon. Everybody at AFC Wimbledon who's just like, almost everyone involved in the club volunteers their time. And they just do an amazing job. They did an amazing job of hosting the Liverpool supporters. They did an amazing job of hosting me. Like it was amazing. I'll stop saying amazing, I promise. But it really was. It was genuinely amazing. Like I felt, just so grateful. And then the game itself was a really good game. Wimbledon's cult hero, the strongest and largest player in the Football League, Adebayo Akinfenwa. Speaking of strong, finish the job! Finish the job! Somebody get the ball into the goal, for God's sakes! Oh, other John Green, one-on-one with the keeper, couldn't make it happen. It's disappointing. That's what you get when you play a team like Zenit St. Petersburg on one of the higher skill levels. So, But anyway, yeah, it was the game itself was great. Akinfenwa scored. He is also grew up a Liverpool fan, and so he and I have that in common. And then in the end, the difference between the game really was just Steven Gerrard scoring 2 goals, or Steven Gerrard, or however you're going to say his name, scoring 2 goals to win, and like. That's hard to root against because he's been my favorite player for years. Oh, Ball John Green! Ball John Green! Turn it around! Ball John Green! You probably had more time than you let on there. That's disappointing. Oh, man. So, basically, if we win 2 out of we got to win a couple games here in the group stages of the EuroLeague to make it to the knockout rounds, and that's where the real money is. So it'd be great for us to make it to the knockout rounds and try to get some big TV, see what happens with the TV deals and whatnot. Because the Wimbly Womblys could stand to strengthen their squad with like one world-class player, a Steven Gerrard type. Not necessarily him, but someone like him. Anyway, it was really the game itself was great. I felt so lucky to be there with Sarah because Sarah, like, it was amazing to be there with Sarah because she was like, I get it. Like, I love this soccer team. I think she was like, maybe we should sponsor them, not just Hank games. It was really awesome. Yeah, it was so freaking cool. And, like, everybody there was nice. I met all the people who run the AFC Wimbledon social media, some of whom may be commenting on this video right now. And they were all so, like, funny and cool and excited for the game. But, yeah, it was – what? What is it? Ball John Green, specializing in being slightly offside. Slightly offside, the Ball John Green story. That's what I would call his autobiography. It's just a magical night. Like, it couldn't have been better. Ivor Heller, the commercial director of the club, Eric Samuelson, the CEO or chairman or whatever of the club, who works very, very long hours for one guinea a year because it sounds posher than a pound. Everybody was just so great. The young women volunteers who served the food and got everybody to their seats, and it's just magical, man. Like, it's hard. I will say, any of you who have enjoyed a Wimbly Wombly video, it's not just the pleasure of seeing the likes of Hell's Pels and Callum Kennedy in real life. I just got fouled. Nobody called it because life is full of disappointments and you must suffer. It's not just the pleasure of seeing those players in real life and getting to root for like a football club that you can genuinely get behind because they have good values and they play well and it's a family-oriented thing and there's nobody there's some people cursing in the stands, but not a lot of that. It's a lot of sort of very friendly banter. I was really impressed with that, actually, with like the quality of the support and how the Wimbledon fans definitely sang and definitely gave the Liverpool fans a bit of a hard time. But it was always a hard time. Like, you just need to support your club more instead of anything really mean. Oh, speaking of mean, oh God, that shot was fired in anger and I thought it had a good chance, but it didn't. After Liverpool opened the scoring, Steven Gerrard opened the scoring, the Wimbledon fans sang 1-0 and you still don't sing, 1-0 and you still don't sing. So it was like that. It wasn't mean-spirited stuff. I also really appreciated, as a Liverpool fan, I have to say, I really appreciated the support that Wimbledon showed to the survivors of the Hillsborough disaster and the families of the 96 people who were killed during the Hillsborough tragedy. That was really really cool to see, and I think further speaks to the values of the club, the thoughtfulness at Wimbledon, and the fact that it really, it's a club owned by its fans, and that just gives it a different feeling than a club owned by a rich person or by a big company. So I don't know. It was really, I just feel really, really grateful for the opportunity, and it made me want to live in England so that I could go every weekend. So if you are a supporter of the Wimbly Womblys and you live in or near London, I cannot encourage you enough to go. What? All I did was give him a little bit of a hug from behind. Watch this. I was trying. How else can Frankenstein say I love you? By the way, I got to see Frankenstein in real life too. It's a doctor, not a monster. Yeah, so it was I just really think you should go to a game. And I'm interested to know if other people's. Obviously, like my experience was crazy because I was watching them play Liverpool, not like Scunthorpe, but and like Liverpool's the team I support, and it was there was, and obviously like they were trying to show me a good time and everything, but like. I think anyone would have a great time at a Wimbledon game. So if you're in comments and you've been to a Wimbledon game, let us know how it was. And if you live in or near London, you really have to go. It's just incredible. It's just a wonderful experience. And I know it seems weird, but it's just like a cheap good time. Speaking of cheap good times, bald John Green almost gave me the thrill of my life by defeating Zenit St. Petersburg in the 75th minute, but no. I got to say we've dominated this game, but we could still very easily lose it. Thank goodness we have. Oh, no, it's a terrible pass. But, oh, Seb Brown. Seb Brown stands big and tall, and Seb Brown saves the game for the Wimbly Womblys. That reminds me of the second penalty he saved against Luton Town in 2011, where he was kind of going the wrong way, but then he reached up his big, beautiful 19-year-old hand and said, "No, sir. Wimbledon's going back to the league." What, did I get fouled? Or is the game over? Mogilvets. I didn't know there was a ginger named Mogilvets. All right, I'm going to make some substitutions as well. Just try to stiffen up the center of midfield because I feel like that's where we haven't had the goals. Like, that's where we've needed the goals and they haven't come. So, for instance, maybe we'll bring on Hell's Pels. And then I think we're also going to bring on our old friend, the patron saint of lost crosses. And then let's see if we have any other central midfielders. We've got Bamba. Bamba. He's probably not going to score a goal, but you never know. Miracles do happen. All right. Making 3 substitutions at once in the 82nd minute, just like the pros do. Here comes on Les Moore. By the way, in real life, Les Moore has a much better haircut than that. I don't know why they made the back of his hair so, first off, he doesn't have that much of a creep back, as what they're implying. And also, like, the back of his hair, the line isn't straight in the game. It's kind of like, it's sort of duckish. What the frick was that? Obviously, I didn't want to pass to a Zenit St. Petersburg player. That should be implied. That's one of the problems with the AI in this game is that it expects me to be a better... Oh! Yabamba, cut back. Off the post! Yabamba's off the post! Oh, Yabamba! He hit the post! Oh, it's devastating. All right, guys, one more time. One more time to Yabamba. Yes. Yes, find that space. Yabamba, he is very slow in his old age, but he can still cut back like a boss. No, he can't. Oh, that's disappointing. That's good, though. That was good. And then we've got ball. We got other John Green on the ball. Other John Green on the ball. Pass. Yes. Pass. K. St. Luce. K. St. Luce. Oh, slow motion. That was a very poor shot. If I'd settled a little bit, it might have worked a little bit better. Oh, pass. Come on, get on the ball. Find a way to win. Oh, 0-0 draw. Well, we were hoping for a win at home, but we appreciate your support. Thank you for watching. Thanks to everybody who has supported AFC Wimbledon or the Wimbly Womblys over the years and letting my dream come true. It was just like the night. I don't want to say the night of my life because both my children were born in the evening, but it was a night of my life. Thanks for watching. Best wishes.